what horrifies you the most? What is your biggest phobia? What scares you a lot? Let me take a guess. You're scared of heights. You're scared of being rejected. Or are you scared of speaking in public? We all are scared of one thing or the other, and that's given. The more important question is how our fears become a phobia. The answer is very simple. When we choose to run away as opposed to facing it, or when we ignore it. Let me take my example. I was 6 when I was required to go on the stage for the first time. I decided to sing a song. I practiced a lot for it, but on the day of performance, when I started off well, but I choked halfway through, and I started crying. What happened then was, I left the stage, and my confidence took a toll. The confidence to speak in front of public sneaked out, and the fear to speak in public crept in. I didn't give up. It took me another 6 years to go on the stage again. This time, I took part in a debate competition. And when my name was announced, I sneaked under the stage. And that's when my confidence took the most beating. I didn't choose to give up. But this time, I waited for 8 years. I was required to speak in front of 100 people for 4 minutes. I practiced overnight. And when I spoke my first sentence, someone amongst the audience said, "Acha bol raha hai." And I think that's all I needed to speak confidently on that day. I spoke very confidently on that day, and I had managed to overcome the fear of public speaking for the first time. What I didn't manage to do was uproot the problem. As you might realize, fear is like a parasite. If it is not checked, it can manifest into a bigger forms and can destroy the entire crop. This is similar to what happened to me. Although I did manage to conquer the fear for the first time, I did not uproot it. From the time I spent 4 minutes on the stage till another 10 years, I took chances to come on the stage, but only when I was forced to do it, not on my will. This is similar to taking pills when you have fallen ill. But what is required is to build the immunity. And it took me about 10 years to realize this when I joined Toastmasters earlier this year. And since then, I haven't missed a single meeting when I was in the town. I haven't missed a single opportunity to come here and speak in front of the public. I went on to the extent of volunteering myself to be MC of a 2-day workshop in London where everyone except me was a British. And when the opportunity came to take part in the Winter Club competition, I was the first one to take the plunge. Having said this, I must clarify that I don't claim to be an accomplished speaker. What I claim is I don't get sleepless nights the night before I am required to speak. This is a small victory as compared to the kind of loss I've gone through. I've gone through the suffering of 25 years. 25 years of not being able to face audience. Now the question arises, what should I have done when I failed for the first time? When the first time I started crying in front of audience, in front of my classmates. The answer is very simple. I should have tried harder, went on the stage and performed well. I should have nipped the problem in the bud. Now, I've understood how to deal with the problem, and I've started applying it in all walks of my life. For example, when rats attacked my car and chewed the wires, I got the wires fixed, but I also ensured that all the rats are killed. I ensured that the food wastes are nowhere near close to my wire, so that eliminates the possibility of rats attacking my car again. Another example wherein most married men would be interested is when I deal with my wife or whenever I talk to her, I say sorry whether required or not. What it does is, it eliminates any possibility of any argument. You live a very happy life. What I've learned to do is nip the problem in bud. I've learned this lesson a very, very hard way. And I've gone through a lot of pain. I strongly feel that nobody in the room goes through the same pain. And that's the reason I would request you all to rise up and take this pledge along with me. When it comes to choosing between a fight and a flight, I would fight and nip the problem in the bud before it becomes pain in the bud.